as the meteor storm, zombie epidemic, and alien encounters continue unabated. Safe to say, this is the best week ever.
What are you doing? Run!
It's the week of greatness. What you doing?
It's really happening! This is a real thing!
Nah, man. This is the real thing. Are you wearing the new Icon Clash?
I need this in a size 8.
I need a 6.
I need this at 16.
I got you.
Not today.
Is it dead?
Clash not dead.
Hell yeah.
Hey, kid, where are you headed? You know it's the end of the world, right?
Yeah, but it's the start of week of greatness.
It's the best week ever.
Shalom, called Halaya, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, in the name of the Heavenly Son, Yahweh Shah. Just want to touch on real quick. This is an old Foot Locker commercial. I believe I posted this, I don't know, several years ago. A bunch of Hebrews have, actually, but it's relevant to what's going on in the world today. So we're being watchmen. So, I'll try to keep this short. So what we just saw was, from the worldly eye, you saw all type of aliens and zombies and all that, and it looked like sci-fi. Well, it's actually very relevant according to the scriptures of what's going on in the world, right? So they were showing America, the world is going to be at war, right, with each other, right? And they all going to try to take on Yahweh Shai and the elect and the angels eventually, but it's showing what's going on now. The world is already at war, but our people, because that's who I'm focused on, we worried about, Balenciaga shoes and worldly things, which is what they were showing. So we're going to go back over and watch some of this video and see what's going on. All right. And I'll try to bring out a couple of scriptures to match with it.
Cities are reeling as the meteor storm, zombie epidemic, and alien encounters continue unabated. Safe to say, this is the best week ever.
All right. So you see the young man here saying this is the best week ever, but you see the Edomites saying this is horrible. This is destruction, because it's their worst fear. It's their worst nightmare. All of their worst nightmare is that we're going to do to them what they did to us. Well, the Heavenly Father is going to do it for him. The Most High is going to do it for him. So this is why he jumped in and said this is the best week ever, right? Because the Most High says, matter of fact, his heritage is unto him as a speckled bird. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that. That's in Jeremiah, just real quick, because I said I'll put scriptures with it. So in Jeremiah 12:9, right? Right. The Most High says, mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble, all the beasts of the field come to devour. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that. So as a speckled bird, think of a, I don't know, hummingbird, a blue jay, for example. Most of the whole bird is blue, if you will, right? So like you would say, well, most of all of Israel, since we came out of Egypt and all of that, all of us were black, but there's going to be some speckles, right? Most of that blue jay, if you will, is all blue. But if you get up close on it, you're going to see like little white speckles, right? So, we're numbered as the sand of the sea. So, yeah, I mean, of course, most of us are likely going to be black, if you will, right? But you're going to have some speckles. You're going to have some different seeds because it's about the bloodline. Let's go.
What are you doing? Run!
It's the week of greatness. What you doing?
Okay, so notice I'm going to back up just a little bit right there. Right there. Those shoes, everybody in the kicks, those shoes are bloodline. They're the bloodline Nikes. Or back in the day, we might call them the bloodline Jordans or the Flights or the Nikes. Bloodline. That's why they got them red shoestrings in there. Because it's about your bloodline. Contrary to what Christians or the Roman Catholics might teach, it's wrong. It's completely wrong. That's an ideology. They go to a seminary school or cemetery school, if you will. They go to a theology school. They're wrong. It is all the Most High. It's all about his heritage. He's all about his bloodline. It matters. You got to have faith and works. This is what they showing. It's subliminal messaging, what they dropping. Let's keep going.
What are you doing? Run!
It's the week of greatness. What you doing?
It's really happening! This is a real thing!
Nah, man. This is the real thing.
Yep. So right there, even where he said that, and a few Hebrews have brought this out too. Look,
Greatness. What you doing?
right?
It's really happening! This is a real...
So that's representation of a fake Jew. If you look at how they look, how the Most High called them rats, you see how he scrungy, dirty looking, almost look like a rat, right? And he's saying it's really happening, right? This is what he's saying. So he's saying that he's a Jew, if you will. That's what they're saying. He's saying the end is here. But you see the Jake walking by in the back with the same bloodline stuff on. And he's saying, nah, man, this is the real thing. Like, nah, man, I'm the real Jew. This is the real Jew. This is what he's saying. Pay attention. Nah, man, this is the real thing. Everybody else panicking and chaotic, and he represented Israelite. See the little smirky look he giving them, but the whole world is in panic. They running. When these bombs hit this coast, when this world war come, the Most High is going to be with the righteous men of Israel and everyone that they cover. That's the scripture say. The righteous men of Israel he going to be with the elect. That's why he's not panicking. He knows exactly what's going on and exactly what to do and where to be.
Are you wearing the new icon clash?
Now, that could also represent what you just saw, right? Because some of the righteous sisters, they're also going to be up under those righteous men, and they are going to help, right? They ain't got nothing to do with the dude on the ground, but they are going to help. That's what they're showing. You see that?
I need this in a size 8.
I need a 6.
I need this in 16. I got you.
Not today.
This right here, right? Strong, independent black woman. This is what they're showing, right? Of our people, because it's about bloodline. They showing what's going on, the different things. We worried about the wrong things rather than salvation, right? This is what they showing. She's, what does the Christian black woman always say? Not today, Satan. This is what's going on, but she's clueless to what's going on in the world and the prophecies and where she needs to be. She got to have a covering. Matter of fact, in this whole commercial clip, there was not one, even if you pull it up online and watch yourself, there was not one a woman, if you will, that was lifted up into those chariots that looked like UFOs. They was lifted up into those chariots by herself. Let's keep going.
Is it dead?
Okay. See that up above? It's all kinds of stuff going on. Missiles going off, what they say, making like the asteroids, but now them arrows, right? But you see that little girl is where? Under her covering with her father. She's under her covering, right?
Class not dead.
Now you see that. Let's go back.
Is it dead?
Class not dead.
Right there, what he doing right now, right? So she asked, well, is it dead, right? That's what the young lady just asked. And he had his feet right there on top and on the neck of the Edomite, right? Matter of fact, let's get that. And she wasn't afraid because she was with her father. She wasn't afraid. Let's get there. Everybody loves Psalms 91, but we're gonna, zoom in a little bit and focus on that. Psalms 91, right? Let's go ahead and start at verse we'll start at verse 9. All right. Because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. When you corona and all this other different type of stuff going on, the Most High said, if you please him, you're going to be free from all of that. For he shall give angels charge over thee, those angels in those chariots, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone, meaning lest you fumble and trip upon your own stumbling block, which one of the major stumbling blocks was Saturnalia, Christmas, doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which old Saint Nick, that's a stumbling block. So meaning, in other words, if we celebrate these pagan holidays, he's saying you're going to trip yourself up. Angels can't do nothing if you trip yourself up. Verse 13, thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. That's what they were showing when he put his feet up on top of that Edomite, up on top of his neck. That's what's going on. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. He got lifted up with his daughter. That's why they showed that chariot come right above them. I will set him on high because he had known my name. It's very important about knowing and saying the name of the Most High. Let's go back to that. See that chariot? All right, so you're looking at that, right? Look on his chest. Zoom in on that later, right? And then you'll look at the medallion on his neck. It's bloodline. You would look at him and say, man, he looked mixed, or he looked like so-and-so. But watch this. They went back to the bloodline Nikes, letting you know that speckled bird, like his father might be an Israelite and his granddaddy might be an Israelite. And look what happened to him. Bloodline. He was lifted up into that chariot.
Hell yeah.
See that? So what's going on? Chaos all around, right? All around. Chaos all around. And instead of getting something that could save his life, I don't know, like a bat, a gun, food, water, shelter, anything, when this war and everything that's going on now, he chose to buy some shoes or to go after some shoes when he could have went after something that was going to save his life. Matter of fact, let's get a little piece of that. He could have went after something that could have saved his life. Let's go to Luke chapter 22, verse 36. I'm just get straight to it. Right? And it's Yahweh talking, it's Christ. Then said he unto them, but now he that had a purse, let him take it. He's talking about a backpack, right? And likewise his scrip, backpack. And he that had no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. Man, get rid of all that Balenciaga and Gucci and this and this. You mean during these times and Jacob's trouble finna pop off, and it's lawful to defend yourself, scriptural wise, right? It's lawful to defend yourself, and you ain't got no gun. You ain't got nothing to protect you, your daughter, your newborn. I'm going to skip to verse 38. And they said, Lord, behold, here are 2 swords. So they sold the garments off their back and went and got 2 swords. And he, Yahweh said unto him, it's enough. Now, he didn't say you're going to use it. He didn't say go out and kill or hurt somebody. But it's lawful to protect yourself. Somebody break into your house right now, kick down your door. You going to pick up a butter knife? All right, let's keep going.
Hey, kid, where are you headed? You know it's the end of the world, right? Yeah, but it's the start of a week of greatness.
See, all the Edomites like, what you doing? It's the end of the world. But he like, yeah, man, it's the start of a week of greatness. Like for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that which follows. It's our heaven. They're in their heaven right now. That's why he's looking like that. All right. So let me get one on the bloodline real quick, just to touch on that. Again, I think that's Ezekiel. I think it's Ezekiel 20. Could be Ezekiel 5. Ezekiel 20. and 5. And say unto them, thus said Yahweh our power, in the day when I chose Israel and lifted up mine hand unto the seed / bloodline, that's what that means, unto the bloodline of the house of Jacob, and made myself known unto them in the land of Egypt, when I lifted up mine hand unto them, saying, I am Yahweh your power. So with that, I just wanted to touch on some real quick. I have several other scriptures. I mean, I could have went over all of that, but so with that, hopefully a few of us have been edified. Now is not the time to be vigilant. I'm going to just say that. Playtime is over. Okay? The temperature finna get turned up. These heathens are finna start warring. Jacob's trouble finna get cranked up. Now is not the time to be at each other's throat, at each other's neck. Now is not the time to be focused on, trips to Bora Bora, trips to Australia, all that. It ain't the time for that right now. All right, so with that, Shalom.